Alright, so this is how to change the oil pressure sensor on pretty much any GMC model car. Chevy, GMC, the Silverado, the Avalanche, the Tahoe, some Suburbans or the Suburban. It's to change the oil pressure sensor. Now this is located behind this firewall here, and it's a pretty tight squeeze. So what I did was I unhooked this part of the vent control valve that's right here. I just unhooked it from there. You don't have to unscrew this or anything. You just pull it back and it'll pop off pretty easy. And then I unplugged this vent valve for the air intake system to the engine. Moved it out of the way because you want to get back here behind this, and it's a pretty tight fit, and it'll have a tab on it that I moved out of the way. Should be down here in the back, to tab to the sensor that you'll have to lift and pull. It'll come off pretty simple. This is the tab to the top of the oil pressure sensor. You just kind of lift this little side piece of plastic here that clips on. You pull it up. You don't have to pull it hard or anything because you don't want to break it, and just move it to the side. And this is what I came out with. This is what I came out with. That's the top of the oil pressure sensor. Some people say that there's some type of weathering cover to go on it. I don't have that. It didn't have it on mine, but I did have some of that Loctite sealant on it. But this is the tools that I used. I bought this tool from AutoZone or O'Reilly's. It is a 1 1/16 deep socket. I got the deep one because I wasn't sure how deep it was going to be. And so I used 2 extensions. One, these are I think 3/8 size, but I used 2 extensions. One has a wobble on it because it's a tight spot, but you would just connect it, and you kind of got to go in blind because you can't see it. So what I did was I just started it with this to see how far down it would. And when I put it back on, I'm gonna put back on the old one. I mean the new one. Put on this new one. You gotta get kind of skinny back here and be careful because you don't want to drop it. What you don't want to do, like I just did, was drop it. But I went on and threaded it in. But I want to show you how much room you got to deal with, how much of these tools will stick up with these 2 extensions plus the deep socket specific tool that you got to use. Just trying to make sure I'm over it. Yeah, it's on there. Alright, so that's about how much you have to work with once you finally get it on. That's 2 extensions and a deep socket, 1 1/16 deep socket tool specifically for this job. I think I got it for about 15 bucks at O'Reilly's. And so you just line that up like so over it and get a better position. This is a tight space. Okay. Yeah, I got it on there already, and I tightened it pretty tight, so I'm not gonna overdo it. Okay, that's on there pretty good. So I'm just gonna disconnect my socket. Oh, that's okay, it fell to the bottom. We all make mistakes. But just pull that deep socket, plus your extensions out, just like that. And then we're gonna grab this sensor wire that is here. We're gonna try to line it up. See, sensor wire. I'm gonna try to line it up on top of there, like so. Now this is the, trust me, the easiest part right here. Just trying to line it up. It might give some people trouble. Hopefully it won't give me too much. But the hardest part is over. Alright, so to make this part easier, there is this tab that the clamp comes over. So if you can line up that little tab that you have to pull to lift to get the sensor off, you would kind of want to try to maneuver it in such a way when you go back in that that tab needs to be directly facing this. Now this is a blind job. This is a tough way to do it. But if you want to save yourself some money, I'm gonna try to, my tab is facing directly south. So what I'm gonna try to do is go in with my tab pointing to the back of my truck, which is a task because again, we're blind and we are working with minimal, and I do mean minimal, space. Now, a little bit about myself. I am no mechanic. I'm just a man that likes to save a buck here or there. I think I got it. Hopefully we'll hear a click. I'm so close. Oh, there it is. Good click. Alright, now it's back on. Now, let me just give it a little tug to make sure. Oh yeah, we good. We Gucci. It's in there. Now some people take this fuel line off. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to go a simpler route. But I'm gonna connect this back like so, as well as this. I think I might need to do the opposite. Put that up under. Yeah, that's probably right. But yeah, if you want to save yourself labor, because labor is what gets you, this is the way to go. Just clamp that back in like so, and you should be good to go. But first things first, let's start her up to see if that check engine light has gone off. So here we go. We're going to start it up. Let's see if that light went away. It looks like it has. And no light. So again, this is how to change your oil pressure sensor on GMC model vehicles from 2007 to 2014. Hope you guys like, share for more videos. Thank you.